Do you know that coffee shops like Starbucks and Coffee Bean are masters of price discrimination? No, you didn't? Here's the chance to find out more! Most coffee bars these days offer fair trade coffee next to normal coffee. They promise to offer good prices to coffee farmers in poor countries. So for several years, customers who wish to support third world farmers were charged an extra 10%. They may have believed that 10% went to the struggling coffee farmer. Well, almost none of it did. I'm not saying that Starbucks lied about paying the farmer more. In fact, they do pay a 50% premium to the farmers per pound of coffee traded, and that relatively small premium can nearly double the income of a farmer. But here's the caveat. The typical cappuccino is made with just 7 grams of coffee beans, and the premium paid to the farmer should translate into a cost increase of less than 1 cent per cup. So why does fair trade coffee still cost a good $1 or $2 more than unfair trade coffee? And why does unfair trade coffee still exist in the first place? Well, this goes back to the profit-maximizing behavior of firms and what you just learned about price discrimination. The fair trade product bundle follows a third-degree price discrimination by segmenting consumers between the conventional and the fair trade market and preventing transfer of products between the two markets by application of the fair trade label. Just as conventional product influence consumers through advertising, fair trade seeks to influence them through campaigning, in particular, telling the consumers that their purchase will help finance a more equitable way of doing business. Notice that though there is a very small cost difference between fair trade and normal coffee, it cannot account for the huge price difference between the two products. Starbucks has made an assumption that those people who care about fair trade are willing to pay more for their coffee, and indeed, they were spot on. Price discrimination has allowed Starbucks to capture more of the consumer surplus. So is fair trade coffee really fair, or is it just discriminatory? That's a question worth thinking about.